Hello and welcome. My name is Heather. I'm a registered professional counselor and a certified life coach, and a huge fan of Gilmore Girls. My intention behind these videos is to bring a deeper understanding of the characters by using therapeutic theories and to hopefully reduce the stigma around therapy and reaching out for counseling, as anyone can benefit from these services. If this is something you support, please subscribe to my channel and be a part of this community. Today's video is Jess's analysis for the Basket Auction episode. Let's get to the show.
Sold to the nice young hoodlum in the back for $90.
Jess outbids Dean at the basket auction. I wonder how much money he actually brought to the event.
I gotta tell you, of all the nutty barn-raising shindigs this town can cook up, this one wasn't half bad.
Glad you enjoyed.
Yes, I did. So, shall we?
Jess typically doesn't go to the town events, so it's possible that he planned this in order to sabotage Dean and Rory's date. I think his actions were premeditated. He clearly knew that the event was going to happen, and he had a lot of money to outbid Dean, so why would he do this? It's possible that he just wanted to mess with Dean. The other possibility is that he wanted a reason to get close to Rory and to spend time with her. Maybe he knew that she would go to the picnic with him if he won the bid, so he took the chance.
The person who buys the basket wins the company of the person who makes the basket for lunch. Basket maker, guy who didn't bring enough money.
He continues to stand there and say comments that he knows would get a rise out of Dean. Some may say that Jess is a bully. So let's explore this a little bit more. The intention behind bullies is to overpower and to try to look cool and impress others.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think I'd like to hear this one also.
Studies have found some common characteristics among bullies, such as the bullies are generally more aggressive, including having hot temperament, a less fortunate family background, and a view of relationships that values aggression and bullying as a means to achieve power and influence. Jess has been fighting at school. It sounds like he's had a rough home life with his mom, and we find later that his dad actually left the family. Some facts check out, and we do see his interactions with Dean as being more of the instigator, similar to Tristan and Dean's interactions, in which Tristan was constantly provoking Dean and Dean reacting to them.
I guess it started as a joke just to bug him, but then he just got so mad, and he is so tall. And I just was looking at him, and he's standing there all tall and mad, and I don't know, it was really funny.
Jess is basically saying that he enjoyed seeing Dean get mad, and that it was funny. This is a potential motive behind bullying, which is that the perpetrator gets their kicks from messing with others and seeing how their actions can get a rise out of them. It can also be an ego boost for Jess to know that he has this kind of control over someone else.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't intend to do it.
I just don't want to be in a fight with Dean.
Sorry about that.
Jess apologizes. We don't really know if he actually means it or not. Maybe he's apologizing for the fact that Rory is in a fight with Dean, but he's not sorry for what he did.
Want to push me in the lake? It's cathartic, I hear.
Maybe in a little bit.
He does give permission for Rory to push him in the lake, so that's a nice peace offering.
And Dean would have eaten this?
Yes, he would have.
What is that? Like a tub of quinoa?
Dean is an idiot.
Dean never would have fallen for that.
I wonder what else was in the basket.
Okay, tomorrow I will try again, and you will...
Give the painful Ernest Hemingway another chance. Yes, I promise.
You know, Ernest only has lovely things to say about you.
They spend time talking about books and giving each other recommendations to read. And then Jess is putting the moves on Rory and trying to be really charming. In social psychology, there's something called interpersonal attraction, and there's a few key factors. One, proximity. Research suggests that one of the best predictors is how close people live to each other. Being close in proximity is more likely to promote friendship or relationships. 2, familiarity. Proximity also promotes familiarity, and familiarity also increases liking for something or someone. 3, similarity. Couples tend to have similar interests or outlooks, Similar psychological characteristics such as intelligence and physical attributes. In other words, the more opportunity to interact with others, the more likely friendships or relationships will form. In this case, the more opportunity that Jess has to spend with Rory, increasing proximity, the more likely they'll be familiar with each other, so getting more comfortable with each other, and the more chances they can bond over shared interests such as their love for books and music.
Why are you only nice to me?
Excuse me?
An hour ago, you were totally screwing with Dean, and now you're totally nice to me.
It seems like Jess wasn't expecting Rory to be so blunt or to ask that question. I think that he was trying to show her that he likes her by being nice to her, but since he was caught off guard, he says this.
You see, it's the screwing with Dean that's an important step to getting here so that I can be nice to you.
I think he was trying to frame it in a way that would come off as flattering for Rory without realizing exactly what he was saying. Basically, he just admitted that he was messing with Dean on purpose as a way to get close to Rory.
So it was a plan.
What?
The whole bidding on my basket, it was a plan.
Okay, I'm officially starving.
And since Rory picked up on that lie he told earlier, which is that he didn't intend to do it, he dodges her question and avoids answering it or even acknowledging it.
Come on, I'll get you a pizza.
Answer my question.
Do you like pepperoni?
Not going to.
We could just get it on half if you want.
He could be avoiding the question because he doesn't want to tell Rory that he has feelings for her since she's already in a relationship. By avoiding that conversation altogether, he can avoid the possibility of getting rejected, so he doesn't want to admit anything to her. The other possibility is that he sees this as a game, to keep messing with Dean and then to get close with Rory, and if he admits it to Rory, then there's a possibility that she'll no longer want to spend time with him.
I guess, let's go.
If you insist.
His persistence for wanting to get pizza pays off because Rory has agreed to go. As I mentioned before, we teach others how to treat us. What Jess has learned is that he can get his way if he pushes the boundaries with Rory, and as long as he's being charming about it, then it's fine. He finds Rory's bracelet and keeps it. I don't think Rory took it off on purpose. I think it just fell off or slipped off. So why would Jess keep it? He likes Rory, and maybe he wants to keep it as a memento, or he wants to have something of Rory's so he can feel close to her. He obviously could have given it back to her, but he didn't. At least not yet.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Nothing, you?
Nothing.
Why'd you call?
I wanted to...
I'm glad you called.
Jess is reading Rory's book recommendation, and he's expressing how he's feeling, which is that he's glad that she called him. By reading her book, it shows that he's trying to impress her, and that he's also valuing her opinions. Even though he might not fully understand the book, he's willing to give it a shot and even put effort into it, which is quite different from his usual behavior with school or with working at Luke's.
Maybe you could explain what the hell this crazy woman is talking about.
The fountainhead.
Yes, your fault, and you will pay.
And they're talking and joking around and kind of flirting, and it shows his level of comfort with her.
Commit to it one more time, and if it still is awful for you, I will make it up to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
And we see him holding the bracelet. It shows that he's got a sentimental side to him. It's clear that he likes her and that they're both kind of into each other. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified of more analysis videos of Gilmore Girls. In the meantime, check out my other therapist reviews videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, be kind and love yourself.